Smith, thank you so much for being here. It's good to have you here this Sunday morning. This hour is the only hour of electronics for the morning show. And then don't forget, we're 30 minutes away from Joy Mangano and the big 2-hour 10th anniversary special. But in this hour of electronics, they have given me the privilege of extending to you for only this hour a special buy on the Sony BRAVIA TV. Most everybody has heard of Sony, right? Sony is probably the top tier, best recognized brand name in the entire world. This is the Sony BRAVIA, and a lot of you are familiar with the name brands because within companies, they actually have tiers of good, better, best. Well, the BRAVIA brand is their flagship brand. So I just kind of want to set this up for you so that you understand that this is a newer design in TV. We're going to talk about some of the specs, but the special value, if you're looking for a high-definition TV, this is the best value in a 40-inch by Sony that we're offering today. And only in this hour are we extending this to you on 5 flexible payments. So you've got about 25 minutes to make a decision to get this TV on the 5 flex pays. Other than that, it's going to go down the 2. Now, here's what this offers to you. Full 1080p high definition, full 2-year warranty. Whoever does that. Full 2-year warranty with this TV. And it's the one that everybody's looking for. It has the 120 megahertz. So it's got that fast motion speed that is truly the top tier designs in TV of today. So $165.99 gets this in your home. I have 200 televisions to present to you. It's at the lowest price that we've ever extended. We have VIP financing. So if you've got that HSN card or a MasterCard and you'd like to take advantage of the no interest for 9 months, this is the way to do it. If you don't have the card, apply for it so that you can get the TV, and there it is. Hands down, in all of 2010, it has been one of the most impressive televisions that we have brought in to date. I'm going to say that again. Hands down, when you look at that television, it is gorgeous. It is going to deliver for you the exact same type of reliability and beautiful quality that we have come to know and love with Sony. Jim Hunter is joining us. He is a television expert. He is here for the full presentation. I feel so honored that we get to offer this on the 5 flexible payments, and that's for each of you. If you've never shopped with us before, your credit card, pick up the phone, order, full 30-day money-back guarantee. But I've told everybody they're only allowing us to do this for the next 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the good news is that if you make the decision that you want this, and we're going to cover all the specs for you, then I definitely want you to take action and get this delivered to your home.
We're short on supply on this. And actually, this is a price drop. And this is a $20 price drop from last month when we aired this, when we launched this. And
I remember.
It was a big to-do that day.
Oh, I know.
That, right?
I was here.
Yeah, and you know, you're right. You're 100% right. Sony is the world leader brand recognition out there in consumer electronics. I mean, you know, you don't have to say a whole lot when you talk about electronics when you say the word Sony. And you know it's going to be high quality. But then when you say Sony BRAVIA, then you know, wait a minute, we've just upped the ante a little bit. We've upped the bar. We've gone to their premium flagship brand. And now what we've added in here, this has the Sony BRAVIA 2 engine, which is the engine that powers this whole image quality. I'm really going to talk about that BRAVIA 2 engine because a lot of companies use what they call off-the-shelf parts. They just go out there and buy stuff just like you go in your little your little home repair store and you just buy stuff off the shelf and you put things together. Not Sony. They actually have a customized engine. It's proprietary to them, and it's the video processor. It's the brains. It sees everything, and what it does is it does so much for you that it makes everything look fantastic, like this beautiful little flat.
Amazing.
It's amazing. That's actually a carnivorous plant that I filmed one time, and it eats little bugs. I thought it was pretty cool. It reminds me of little smiley faces. But the detail you get. The detail you get from this TV will blow you away. Now, there's a lot of features in this television, and there's features that, you know, some features you hear about and you go, well, no, that's kind of nice, but really, what's that do for me? And there's features in this TV that you're really going to appreciate because this TV is intuitive and it will change with your environment. And what I mean by that is there's actually sensors in this. There's a couple of sensors in this TV that actually measures the light of your room and the color of the hue or the colors in your room.
Right.
Which means that, you know, the paint, well, you know, you may paint a room and it's all white and it looks great, and some joker comes walking in with a red shirt on, right? And then the sunlight hits his shirt and makes the walls pink now. Well, that changes the way you see TV, okay? It adjusts for that. It's amazing the technology in this.
And when people hear things like that.
Unbelievable stuff.
It is unbelievable,
yeah.
and that's why we know that this television, it'll only take us about 20 to 30 minutes to sell this TV, because when you talk about features like that, I think that's one of the major concerns that a lot of us have, right? Is this going to work in my den or in my master bedroom where I get a lot of light or a little bit of light?
Exactly.
You know, it automatically is going to adjust for it, and you don't have to go in and program anything for that.
You don't have to touch a button. It does it all for itself. And so let's walk from the top to the bottom. First and foremost, we talked about the Sony brand, right? And then we talked about the BRAVIA. I'm going to talk about the engine real quick here. The engine, we talked about the BRAVIA 2 engine, which is their upgrade from what they had in the past. What it does is it cleans everything up. And what I mean by that is no matter what you decide to put into your TV, whether it's your satellite, cable, antenna, your PlayStation, anything you connect to this, no matter what level of resolution that may be, it actually will upconvert everything that you have, so it looks like 1080p or very close to 1080p, okay? That means you could be surfing the channel and you're watching your favorite high-def channel, and then you switch to a non-high definition channel, and now you're watching lower definition content. It will upconvert it, make it look clean, pristine. It'll take out all the noise. It'll take out all the things that you don't want to see. It'll make everything look fantastic. It'll make it look like a makeup artist went in and cleaned everything up and remove the wrinkles. So with that BRAVIA engine, we'll talk about more. Then we talk about this panel, okay? Now, Sony is world-renowned for their image quality. And this is a 40-inch panel, okay? 40-inch full high definition, 1080p, which means there's 2 million pixels on the screen. Most high definition TVs only have 1 million. And so 2 million, obviously double the amount, but that's important when you go to the larger sizes over 32 inches. And this has been the #1 selling size in the United States, 32. Look how much more television you receive. I really think the 40-inch is really the true sweet spot. I have a 40-inch in my bedroom, okay? And yeah, I don't have a huge bedroom, but it's a good-sized bedroom.
Sure.
And you think about this when you're sleeping in your bed, and I'm not saying this is going to be your bedroom TV, but I'm just going to give you a case in point. All the audio-visual experts, the home theater people say the size TV you get is based upon how far away you are from where you sit. I mean, if I sit right here, I need a certain size TV.
Right.
The further away I get, the bigger size screen I should have for my viewing pleasure for watching movies. So this is a perfect sweet spot. It's not too large. It's not too small. It'll fit in some hutches. It'll fit on countertops. It's still very lightweight. You're talking about a TV is probably in about the 30s or so. So you're talking about a TV that's super thin, high definition, and then it has something else. Look at how beautiful this TV. It really just accents the environment. It doesn't look like an audio-visual room, like a computer shop. TV has come so far that you have cutting-edge, sleek lines.
I want to just get you on board. I'm noticing that we have close to 100 people that are calling in. I can't assume that everybody's calling in from the TV, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that people are. If that's the case, that'll leave me with 100. And as I look at the time, it's saying 9:38 on my clock. You only have until 10 a.m. East Coast time to get in on the 5 flex pays. So we're going to cover the whole details, and we're going to cover everything for you. But I definitely want you, I mean, you know who you are. A lot of you have already decided that you're in the market for a television. You're looking for one that's in high definition. You perhaps have done some homework, and you're looking for some very specific specs on a television. I can assure you that even if you're going to some of those box stores where they may be offering even more competitive pricing, that the features that are built into this TV are going to knock those right out of the box. This television is truly a cut above. You might even own this TV. We have offered it before, but for this hour only, it is being extended at the lowest price that we've offered. And this is one of our newest TV. So when you talked about that engine on this, that second engine, engine 2, this gives you one of the latest. So don't think that this is last year's or 6 months ago. This is some of the most recent technology in a TV that money can buy. And you have 20 minutes, 21 minutes to be exactly, to get this on the 5 flex pay, and then it goes down to 2 flex pays. So it'll be $400 and something over the 2 flex pays. And the flex pays help me to be able to fit within my monthly budget, and I know that for a lot of you, it's going to help as well. So I definitely want you to be aware of that, because this is time sensitive. So, you know, it's not like you'll have a chance to buy this next hour or tonight or tomorrow, or this is only for this show. So 965-237. I didn't want to cut you off, but I want everyone
You brought up a great point, because you talk about old technology. No one wants to buy old stuff, right?
And when you see a lower price, you sometimes think,
oh, that's a leftover. leftovers. They found it in the back room. They don't know what to do with it. Let's get rid of it. Well, you know, Sony's one of the few companies that actually puts a birth date on their TVs. This one's got June 2010, okay?
But
and it takes about 30 days to get across the ocean, you know, by the time it gets to store, to the everything. So you're talking about this is a bouncing baby right here, okay? This is a newborn.
It's a newbie.
And you could tell, if you know about specs, and a lot of you guys may not be up on the specs deals, but let's talk about the specs real quick, because these specs equate to great television, okay? We talked about the 1080p, okay? That means 2 million pixels on the screen, full resolution. The highest resolution that a consumer can buy right now is 1080p. Then you add something called motion flow, and it's called 120 hertz. And it's usually $100, $200 upcharge on any television you purchase today. And what that means is all these pixels and the refresh lines and how fast it changes and everything, it's twice as fast than other technologies. What it does to you is eliminate something called motion blur or judder. And all it can be is a camera moving across, or these little balls flying around. As they move around, and that's kind of mesmerizing, that shot, right? It kind of draws you in. You know, it's kind of a mind blower to me. But what's cool about this is...
Whoever thought bubbles can be so impressive?
It really, I thought so. And so you got these little bubbles moving around. You don't see trails and artifacts and blurs. What you really experience, what I call judder, is the technology term, is when a screen is panning, like a camera will pan across. And here's what I love about this. You know, earlier I was watching you talk about this television, and you're beautiful, Marlo, but I was captivated by the screen. And this relaxes you. This is kind of, watching this screen right here, it lowers my blood pressure, calms me down, even keeps me from the hyperactive person I am, calms me down a little bit. And it goes, I think, man, I've just escaped to a whole new environment. I'm actually in this little pond enjoying the environment. And see, that's what you really want. I mean, I could say it has this technology and that technology. I could say it has 150,000 to 1 dynamic contrast ratio. But here's the bottom line. You want to escape to a whole new world. I mean, when you turn your TV on, you don't want to be in your living room anymore. You don't want to have the kids screaming in the back room and worry about all the stuff going on in life. You want to feel like you've escaped to a whole new environment. And no one in the world does it better than Sony.
I agree.
And no one does it better than Sony BRAVIA.
Well, one of the things that I know, and I know this for sure, and I'm sure you've considered it as well, I think a lot of consumers, when they go to shop for electronics, would love to own the Sony brand. Let's be honest.
That's the benchmark.
It is the benchmark. I think a lot of times we settle for an off-brand or another brand because we like to also get value.
Right.
Today.
And they usually don't meet together, do they?
They don't.
Yeah.
Today it does, and we have fewer than 200 of them. I can say this, and even my producer, when this is our world. I mean, we're presenting electronics on a weekly basis here at HSN. This is truly an extraordinary value. If you are looking for a beautiful TV, and a lot of you are brand loyal, a lot of you, particularly with electronics, because when you're thinking electronics and you're thinking, okay, I'm not going to have a headache, I'm not going to have trouble, I'm going to have a TV that I can trust, it's going to give me long-term use, 2-year warranty. We're going to talk about that in a moment, which again separates this television from so many other choices that are on the market, because typically you get a 1-year warranty and then you'll have to buy a second warranty, and that second year that you buy a warranty usually is going to cost you another $100 or so. You get a 2-year warranty on this TV. But this again, and I want to remind you, if you want to have this TV, only hour. I am very surprised that they're allowing us to do this. 5 flexible payments. It's even difficult for me to even reference my notes, my little notes that they give us, because it doesn't even say 5 flex payments. This is something that we're doing especially for those of you who are watching this morning's electronics show. And after 10 a.m., and that's East Coast time, 2 flexible payments, and I understand 16 minutes to go. So I want you to get moving and get cooking if you're going to get this TV, as we kind of cover more of the features. If you need to call someone and ask them about the specs, remember, all of that information is even on our website. This also qualifies for our VIP financing. So if you have an HSN card or an HSN MasterCard, wonderful way for you to get in on no interest for 9 months. Football season, I'm going for the Baltimore Ravens today. I love that you're wearing...
I'm wearing the color, right? There you go.
So if you're watching football, I mean, you know, watching football in high definition, there's nothing like it. It's better to me than being at the stadium.
It is better than being at the stadium.
It's like you're on the field.
You're on the field. You actually see inside the game.
Oh,
you get to be on the field. You get to see all the excitement, the frustration, the anxiety, the victory, all the feelings and the emotions, and you can see the skin tones. And that's what I think is really cool about this. Is when you see a player and he's got that determination that they're going to make it, and you can see the pink sometimes getting the rosy reds when they get all frustrated and mad the play didn't go well. And I love what you just said earlier. People will pick a brand. And my wife's that way. When we replaced our main flagship television, okay, in our house, she says, you can get anything you want as long as it's Sony. Bottom line. And you know, from there, I went to work. Okay, honey, thank you. Yeah, I got the wife acceptance factor there. Okay, I went out, sure. And the TV we bought 25 years ago when we got married, the first television we bought was a Sony. It's still working today.
Because you know, your wife probably said, you know what, we work really hard, and if I'm going to spend my hard-earned money, I want to make an investment in a product that I can trust.
Exactly.
And that's what we all do.
Yep.
We have very few Sony TVs, and as we said at the very beginning of the presentation, not only is this a Sony, because if we stop right there, this would be awesome, but this is their flagship brand name.
Exactly.
It's the Sony BRAVIA. I have 110 people calling in, and I have 170 TVs. So again, I just want to keep you posted as to what's happening behind the scenes on this television. There is a solid chance that this TV could all sell out. And even if it doesn't, you don't have to pay for the full amount. Remember, free shipping and handling to your doorstep. You're going to get this within 7 to 10 days. You're going to get this with the guarantee that if it's not everything that we say that it is, that you can return it without question. And you have the ease of paying for this over the next couple of months. So if you've already been in the market for a TV, or maybe you're just making an impulsive buy. Sometimes I do. I mean, most of us do occasionally. I will tell you, you're going to be hard-pressed to see a TV of this value anywhere. Let's talk about the sound quality, because obviously the picture here speaks for itself.
Exactly.
What about the sound?
Well, the sound is all part of the experience, you know. And when you talk about movie and home theater, it's very important to think about this. And this actually has one of the largest size speakers out there, and it's got 20 watts worth of power, if you will, in the sound. And when I go down to the settings here, and I'm going to talk about some of the setting modes here as well, because this is also a very large digital photo frame, if you want it to be. But there's technology in the sound that I love. First and foremost, okay, as I start going over, you can change the modes of the sound, change the bass very easily. You can change all the treble, which is nice. Even has a graphic equalizer, has a balancer, surround sound, and something called the volume offset, and it's called steady sound. Steady sound, I think, is a marriage saver for me, at least, is because how many times have you walked in and you're watching your favorite show, and you're watching an action show, and something blows up, and then about 2 seconds later on they go to commercial. Now the commercial is allowed by the FCC to be just as loud as an explosion earlier. Okay, and that's why these commercials are just blaring loud when you change the channel or it goes to commercial. And then usually my wife comes and says, "Turn that down, it's too loud. What's wrong? You're going crazy?" And I'm going, "Honey, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Not my fault. It was the TV." Well, I love this because in our Sony, we have this steady sound technology. And what it does is it automatically lowers the volume when it goes to a commercial. Or when you're watching TV and you start doing channel surfing, and as you channel surf and you go to one channel, the other channel. One channel may be set at a 5. The other channel set at a 9. The other channel set it at 8. And as you're surfing, it's loud and it oscillates up and down. Yes. And the baby can be in another room. You're trying to be quiet watching your show. You got it low enough that no one's going to be upset. And you surf the channels, and all of a sudden you go to one channel that's extremely loud. The baby's crying. Steady sound levels that off. And what I love about this, Marlo, you know, this price alone would be enough, even without the 2-year warranty. Now, a 2-year warranty, this is a manufacturer's warranty. There's 2 types of warranties out there. There's third party and there's manufacturers, okay? Yes. This is a manufacturer warranty, which is worth much more than a third party. And I tell you what, as far as customer satisfaction, Sony is one of the best companies out there to make sure that your experience by all means will be the best experience in television you ever have. But then what they did, we included an HDMI cable, which we haven't even mentioned yet. This is worth, you know, depending where you buy, usually it's $10 a foot. We got a 6-foot cable here. This is part of your user experience because the last thing I want to do when I set up a TV is to have to run back down to the store or to the parts store and pick up more stuff to make sure it will looking great. This is your audio and video all in one cable. This TV has 4 HDMI inputs built into it. So you can connect everything for it. And I'm going to walk through you and show you all the connections we have.
And as we do, let's go to the phone lines because Diane from Michigan just ordered the TV, and we want to say a quick hello to you. Hi, Diane.
Hi there, Marlo. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Please say hi to Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Diane. How you doing?
So, Diane, you got the TV.
Yes, I did, and I'm happy I did after I'm still watching everything you're saying it has. And
good, and I'm glad that you went ahead and ordered it because I have 125 TVs and 117 people trying to get that TV. So, Diane, you know you picked one of the best TVs that we brought into HSN in 2010.
Yes.
This is really, and when I look at all the TVs, actually, as I'm really thinking about it, I dare not say it's the best, but it could be, to be honest with you.
Price-wise, for the value, the quality, and the price, and the package, there's no way I don't think you can beat this right now.
I don't think you can, Diane.
Absolutely.
It's gorgeous.
I love it. I have other Sony products, and I'm very happy with them, and I think this is a wonderful value for that particular model.
Yes, and what I like about having experts like Jim here for is the specs. Because the truth is that most consumers, when we go into a box store, we're not going to ask about does it have the latest components, what's the engine, because we don't even know to ask those questions, to be honest with you. We look at the picture.
Most of the time, they don't even know what to tell you.
Well, that too, but I was trying to give them a little credit, Diane. But most of the time, we just go by the brand name in the picture, but there are many other elements that go into delivering it to you, and that's what I can appreciate, is that this is new. It has all those newer components, and all I can say is, oh my God, goodness, girlfriend, you got yourself one great TV. Good for you, Miss Diane.
You're welcome. I can't wait to get it.
Well, we're going to send it right out to you. Have a great weekend, and stay tuned, because I'm coming up with the 2-hour Joy Mangano show that's going to be out of this world.
I'll be there.
All right, hang out with us a little while. Thanks, Diane. It was nice chatting with you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's give you a quick update. So, now I have 121 people calling in, and I have 106 TVs. So now we're upside down with quantity. Make the phone call if you haven't. I don't want to assume that all the people that are calling are ordering this TV, but I can almost bet that they are, because you now have 10 minutes to get this TV on 5 flexible payments. So since we have 10 minutes, and I know that there's a lot more that we want to cover, everybody gets free shipping and handling. If you use your major credit card, because many of you are new and you've never shopped with us before, we accept almost every credit card that's out there. And the way that the FlexPay simply works is, let's say you have a Visa. All right, a lot of people have Visa, MasterCard. You use your credit card, and on your credit card today, they will charge your credit card the $165.99 plus the tax, because we're shipping this to you for free, and this price is a savings price. When you see price drop, it's the lowest possible price that we've ever offered. So we're going to be clearing our inventory of this. We just got this TV. We just had it last month.
Right.
So it's one of the newest TVs that's out there. This is just a little sprinkling into some of the values that we like to offer. So that FlexPay is an option for each customer, and we do have our own HSN card and our own HSN MasterCard. So if you want to apply for it, and if approved today, you can get this TV with the no interest for 9 months. But a lot of you already have the card at home, and you can go ahead and take advantage of it. I now have 83 TVs available, and I have 118 people that are calling in to get the TV in 10 minutes to be able to get it on the 5 FlexPay. So if you're just tuning in, I want to make sure that we cover at least some of the big features
things,
on
definitely.
this.
Well, you know, connectivity is important today, because we have so many things to hook up to our television.
Right, DVD players,
you know, a PlayStation, we have camcorders, we have all these things, our cable box, our satellite box, our DVRs. And, you know, and the last thing you want is buy a TV that only has one plug. You imagine going into the kitchen tomorrow and you say, oh, I want to make breakfast, and someone rewired your house and you only have one outlet, and you have one plug to stick your toaster in, and that only one plug, then you can put your coffee in, and now I want coffee, I want toast, I want it on the microwave. You need more outlets. This has 4 HDMIs, but it has a total of 7 high-definition inputs.
All right, we're going to have to say goodbye.